Hey Ophiuchus, starting your reading at 33 past midnight. I'm going to see what wants to come out. First card, 6 of Cups, present energy, followed by Judgment. Already it's coming through, the Chariot. It's like a lesson that you may have kept revisiting. Something that keeps coming up, a cycle that keeps recycling, something that you have to... It feels like a lesson that's been well learned, something that's already been dealt with, something that you've put to bed. Past energy, the Star, future energy, the High Priestess. It's like you're being asked to come out of your shell. To be some kind of change, make some kind of change happen. Some of you, it's like doing something that you could see as risky or spontaneous. Feels like be bold, take action. There was a certain time in your life when a part of your story had to be kept undercover. It wasn't for certain individuals to know. It was in your best interest for you not to understand something completely, and it was in your best interest that others didn't understand a part of you or some truth. Maybe you fought to get people to really understand you and it wouldn't happen. It's like that was for your protection, but now it's time to really bring something to the light, to show the changes that you've gone through. It's like step forward. It's time to step into the vision. It's time to show up as the vision. You could be feeling this, that you should have moved already, feeling almost anxious, like looking over your shoulder. Because it's like knowing you should have already took a leap of faith. It's like be the tower. 322. You make the changes, you take the lead. Lead the change, don't let the change lead you. The Emperor. It feels like you're being asked to take action in a huge way, in a way that's really true to you, spontaneous. It feels like you've got to fully back yourself with complete faith, complete trust. It doesn't feel like you've ever taken action in this way before, or what you're about to build, what you're about to create. You've never, it's like unknown territories, unfamiliar territories. It's like unfamiliar waters, something it's like a no-go zone. That's how it could feel. It's like certain lessons are coming to an end. Certain relationships that you've always attracted are coming to an end because something's been made conscious. It's like you've taken accountability for the part that you play in relationships, your own emotional health. It feels like things have changed in terms of what you actually want in a romantic partner, what you're attracted to. But you're seeing things from a completely different perspective because of some kind of lesson. Something's been integrated. These experiences that are opening up, people that are coming in the near future, it's not like anything you've experienced before. It could feel unsafe because it's different. It's like you're not going to know how things are going to go unless you trust. It's like you're going to have to find out. It's like fuck around and find out. You can't wait to... It's like wanting to find out how something's going to go before you step into it. That thing's coming through about better the devil you know. Yeah, Ace of Wands. This 6 of Cups energy, like better the devil you know. You know how certain, like if you keep attracting a certain kind of individual, a certain kind of business partner, romantic partner, friend, It's like you know how it goes. At least you know how to manage things, monitor things. It feels like coming from a place of control. You're being asked to let go of control. Just because it feels like it could feel like there's some safety in the fact that you know how something's going to go. You know what to expect. It's like if someone lets you down in the same way, it stops hurting after so many times because it's like you expect it to happen. It feels like this could be some kind of protection mechanism that stops you really enjoying new relationships. That you're being asked to cut cords with this perspective, with this with these karmic relationships, like stop fueling that. Not settling for something. It feels like protecting your heart by not putting yourself out there. And it feels like a choice to be unhappy. Because it's like if you're happy and then you go through heartbreak, it's too much of a drop. It's like staying steadily miserable, steadily unhappy, instead of letting yourself be ecstatic about something. It's like keeping yourself hidden, keeping yourself away. It's like if you don't let yourself be happy, you can't be sad. If you're already sad to start off with. I don't know how to explain this. It's like there's new love coming in. There's new opportunities coming in. Dreams, things that you've been building come into fruition. But there's an opportunity right now to cut cords with some narrative. Some kind of pattern when it comes to relationships. And it means making a decision to do so. It's like it's nothing more than a conscious decision. Yeah, the world. It's going to help you to lay foundations. Everything that's happening right now is happening so that you can close this out. And it may not be something physical. It may be something in terms of just something that others wouldn't even see as anything happening externally. That thing of dealing with the matters of your own heart. There's something about amplifying the feeling. Like it's just a feeling. The Hermit. It may not be a case of doing more. 52. And it could really be anything. Like you can use such. It's just the. It's really the power of your own mind, your own feelings, more than the actual physical things. Like you can use different things, different scents, different objects to transport you to different places, to different feelings. And it feels like you're being asked to create space to create a feeling. It's like if everything that you've dreamt of was here right now, how would you feel? Would you be panicking about something if it already happened? And it's like create a day, create time, invest time into however long, maybe a day, maybe like the longer the better, but whatever's best for you. To create those feelings. Like when I start to feel stressed and in that victim mindset, it gives me some kind of urge to start moving from that place of panic, of sometimes desperation to find a solution, to make something fit, to get something to go my way. Moving from that place that's kind of reconfirming that I'm in a state of suffering, in a state of stress, or in a state of lack, whether that's emotionally, physically, mentally, like materially, whatever that is. And a lot of the time it's like when I would rush forward in that energy, I would burn out and it would lead to some kind of physical illness. And that hasn't been the case for years. Like, I'll get tired, I'll need to rest, but not to the case of like serious illness. Because now when that happens and I feel this panic to try and make something happen, I do the complete opposite, and it's so uncomfortable because I want to just start doing everything. And sometimes that kind of flight mode energy where I just want to run and just go and do something to make it feel like I'm doing something, even if I know in my gut that what I'm about to do isn't going to be the solution. So it's like, instead of that, just create space to create a feeling that you want to feel. And there's so many different ways you can do that. I feel like setting the tone of the day is great. Like, as soon as you rise, whatever makes you feel good. It's like you can claim the day before it claims you. Set the intention. And it can be silly things. I do the most silliest things that people would see as silly, but things that completely change my day. Clearing my space is one of them. Like, if my space is clear and it's like that thing of out of sight, out of mind. That kind of key understanding in Feng Shui. It's like the same thing. It's like, if it's in your sight, if it's in your eyes, if you can see it, then there's more chance of you using the thing that you can see. So it's like, put the things that you want to do and make it aesthetically pleasing, so it doesn't feel like a chore. And it's crazy, the most smallest little things, the little touches, make such a big difference. Like, before I slept yesterday, I just set everything up, and I had like my teapot on the side, the Mac, have everything there ready for like to get up to work. And even like cleared out my drawers, like chest of drawers, and actually took the front of it off so you could see it. You know how, like, if you have in a shop, if you have like a display, you'll have jewelry on a drawer, but it's not got like the front of the drawer. So I literally unscrewed the fronts of my drawers and laid out like my outfit for the day, kind of like some Barbie world thing. Like, I get up and the outfit's just there and everything looks cute, and it's just like a fantasy kind of energy. Had the yoga mat on the side, so it's like, I see you, I see the tea, I see the Mac, I see everything's there ready to go. Had the speaker there, so it's like, I already know what music I'm gonna play. I set the tone, I set the vibe. It's like, before anyone else is in my energy, I'm already in la la land. And by doing that, it really helped the day to run. And things just flowed. It's like I just amplified that energy in the morning, whatever it is you want to feel. I had a little dance party. And you don't have to spend a long time doing that. It's not really about how long you do it for. It's about how present you are when you're doing it, and how soon you can get it flowing as when you rise. It's like, if you start getting distracted, start getting other people's energy in your face before you really anchor in your own chosen vibration, it can be difficult. But there's a lot trying to come to you at this time. 6 of Pentacles, the Emperor. So it's like whatever you need to do to get yourself feeling good. Remember, like, how you're feeling in the day is nothing more than like a habit, a thought process, a habit, a programming. And it's like really try and do what you can to take charge of that. Feels like dropping into the feminine. It's not about doing more necessarily. There's always more to be done. But that thing of getting nowhere fast. There's no point doing more if what you're doing you're not in alignment, or you're moving from a place of doing what you think. It's hard to, I don't know how to, yeah, eight of Pentacles. It's like 2 people could do the same amount of hard work and they'll get completely different results. Do the exact same thing, take the exact same action. One could even work harder than the other and then the other get a better result. It's like, yeah, it's necessary to put in the work, to take physical action. Be bold, be courageous. Make the moves you want to make. But it's like, we get what we are. So if you're a nervous wreck, if you're stressed out, if you're all in a state, it's like there'll always be something more to be done, but you are your foundation. There'll always be another class to attend, another job to have, another level to upgrade to. Further up the ladder to climb, something else to accomplish, something else to shift, something else to heal, something else to create. There's always going to be another thing to the end of this life. Every day there's going to be something else, another problem to face, something else to deal with. So it's like knowing that there's never going to be a right time. It's like, instead of waiting to be happy now. There's never going to be a time to create a space for being. It's like how you're feeling is not separate to these things. To create the feeling first. It's going to change the way that you're creating. It's going to change the level you're creating at. If you invest some serious time into yourself right now, pampering yourself, feeling good. If our whole life is just a continuation of the present moment, it's like, just stop. That's how it's coming through. It's like, just stop everything you're doing right now. Put it all down. No work, no planning, no whatever it is. Maybe even in terms of like socializing and things, like no fun, justice in your favor. It's like, there's nothing to be done. Just to come within and create the feeling, and then start taking small actions. And that could create the biggest shift right now. It could speed something up. By you just letting go of the will. It's like surrender. Surrender your sorrows. Trust the process. Deep breath. If everything was perfect, if everything was exactly in your eyes perfect how you wanted something to be, to the point that you felt like you could just relax, kick back and take your eye off the ball. It's like, do that anyway now. Put yourself in delusion if you have to, even if it's just for a minute. It's not what you're doing, it's how you do it. And how you do anything is how you do everything. Example, yoga, stretching. Like, yoga's more about the mind than the body, but either way, let's just say stretching for the sake of the politics. It's like 2 people could spend half an hour stretching, do all the same stretches, but have completely different results, completely different effects. It's like, if you're completely present, fully present, where you're not thinking about anything else, you're completely connected to your body. You're looking at your body, you're connected to it, maybe like feeling your body, feeling your breath as it flows through your body as you stretch. Thinking about how it's helping, thinking about your muscle stretching, thinking about different, like how that energy is moving through your body, what's releasing, what feelings are coming up, what emotions are moving through you as you're stretching. It's like that half an hour stretch can like literally create so much flexibility, can create so much healing, trauma healing, can create so many shifts, clear inflammation, relieve mental health, depression. But if you're doing that full stretch, but you're not fully there, you're not in your breath, you're thinking about the next thing you're going to do after this, just going through the to-do list. You're already living in the future, you're already thinking about something else, or what needs to be done next, or how much needs to be done, or how much pressure you're under. It's like, let it all go. The same thing just keeps coming through. The advice is to compress time right now. That no matter how bad you might be feeling mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever you're facing, that in a very short amount of time, within hours, by taking intentional action, by following your gut, you can create enormous shifts. And these shifts are needed right now, emotionally, because it's time to commit, it's time to let something go. You already know this instinctively, that these things are happening to help you to overcome obstacles because of what you've asked for, because of what you're creating in the physical. 6 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, King of Pentacles. (1 a.m. you see yourself as resting. 9 of Wands, 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords, King of Cups. It feels like you're very aware of what's going on, that you know that something's happening that's bigger than you. It feels like you're not reactive to this, or like, it doesn't feel like you're in victim mindset. It feels like you may not be happy about it, but you know what you've asked for, you understand. It feels like you have a very strong communication. It feels like you have a very strong connection with Source, with your guides. With Source, with your guides. It feels like minute by minute update, download. You know exactly what's going on. Yeah, 101. You know exactly what's going on, but it's like, it doesn't make it any easier on a human level, but it's like on a soul level. It's like you're too aware to. It's like there's no point even talking about it. That's how it feels. It's like there's no point you even asking why, because you know why. And you know that it's like the suffering, the The things that have held you down, the things that have had you tied down, are the exact things that have come into your life to liberate you. So it just feels like that warrior energy. These things that are happening right now are happening to force you to commit. It's like you're being forced to commit by source. It's actually you that wants to commit. Something's a burning desire. Something you are determined to experience in this life. Something you know is yours. Something you know is for you. You know exactly what's been getting in the way from you attaining this, or from creating this, or experiencing it. You know what it is, and it feels like you've set out to face it. I'm seeing like that slaying the dragon energy, love dragons. I got a vision of someone slaying a dragon. Love dragons. Why are you giving me this vision? It's like you're the dragon that's gone out to eat the night, let's say that. It's like you came to deal with this. You can't, like, you face this head on. You've asked for help with this. It's very conscious. Yeah, the sun, the chariot, temperance, 10 of wands, the devil. It's like you've put yourself through this. It feels like putting yourself through some kind of rite of passage. Choosing to walk through the fire. Asking for support. It feels like you very quickly identified things that were holding you back in the physical. And there's been a conscious decision to liberate yourself in some way. Yeah, transformation. There's a lot of money coming in. Opportunities for you to build something for the long term. It's taken a lot of patience. It could have put you in a period of isolation. But now you're making better decisions. There's a love offer coming in. It feels like the first offer that you've had since heartbreak, or the first relationship, or the first connection that you're going to be involved in since some kind of heartbreak. Somebody's very passionate about you. It's like somebody that's already built something for the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, Ace of Wands. Somebody that's already built something for themselves. It's like somebody would never change something. It's like somebody wouldn't change something for anyone. Like they're stuck in their ways, or they wouldn't change their plan. They wouldn't reschedule. It feels like people could see this energy, this person, as kind of ruthless. It's like no nonsense energy. They can't be persuaded into doing something if it doesn't feel like they want to do it. Even if it's not even that big a deal to them, it's just like, no. This person doesn't have a problem saying no. It feels like people could hear this a lot from this person. Because it's like they have so much respect for their own time. They value their own time. They're intentional with their time. The Empress, the Emperor, Death, Ace of Wands. But it's like there's just something that it's like there's something about you that completely has this person. It's like coming out of their ways. That's how I want to say it. It's like someone's stuck in their ways. And it's like when you come into contact with this person, it's not that you try and change this person. It's not that this person intentionally wants to change or tries to change. But it feels like giving somebody a new lease of life. Like giving somebody a new lease of life, or you feel like you have a new found energy when you're with this person. It could lead to family, laying foundations with this person. You have a similar way of communicating, a similar way of expressing yourself. You've been through certain things. You've mastered similar emotions. Similar path. You don't see this coming in. You could be receiving a message from this person, or it's like picking up on thoughts from this person. The Moon, Page of Swords. The Wheel, number 10. Delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. The hummingbird, the beaver, the bat and the moose. The bat, ritualistic death, something that needs to come to an end. The hummingbird, joy. Moving away from things that make you feel like a version of yourself that's already expired in some way. The beaver, building. And the moose, self-esteem. Moose medicine people have the ability to know when to use the gentleness of deer and when to activate the stampede of buffalo. They understand the balance between giving orders to get things done and having a willingness to do things themselves. The wisdom of moose medicine is akin to the grandfather warrior who has long since put away his war paint and is now advising the young bucks to cool their blood. Maybe it's a lifestyle. Maybe it's a lifestyle. Some of you is like, yeah, it could be shifting from a whole different kind of lifestyle. Maybe you've lived kind of in a reckless way, or how others would appear as, like, see as reckless. Maybe you've done things that you regret. Maybe you've done things that have caught you in some kind of situation, in some kind of problem, or been around certain individuals that it's like getting caught up in things, in some kind of deceit that I'll come out earlier. It feels dark, it feels heavy. Could be some kind of abusive or violent situation. 111, the gold leaf. Feels like you've actually consciously chose to leave some kind of old life behind. To leave an old... It could be some kind of community. The hummingbird moves towards things that make it feel good. It's like it quickly dies if imprisoned or caged. Feels like you've chosen freedom, you've chosen your own freedom to build something better, to do something different. Maybe it wasn't that, maybe you was on the other side of that, or there's just been some kind of sorrow here, some kind of pain that needed to be transmuted. Beaver medicine is akin to water and earth energy and incorporates a strong sense of family and home. If you were to look at the dams that block woodland streams, you would find several entrances and exits. In building homes, Beaver always leaves itself many alternative escape routes. The practice is a lesson to all of us, not to paint ourselves into corners. If we eliminate our alternatives, we dam the flow of experience in our lives. A doer is characterized by industriousness. The Beaver knows that limitation cancels productivity. So it's like there's 1,000,001 ways to do something. Maybe you don't even know the way you're about to do it. Keep an open mind, an open heart. Tune in, follow your gut. Something may not seem like the logical way to do something. On paper, it may not make sense. Maybe you've never experienced somebody make a lot of money in the way you're about to, or experience somebody being able to have some kind of lifestyle. It's like where you're heading, what you're building, you haven't built before. Just because you haven't seen something be done before doesn't mean it can't be done. Let go of what's been and believe in yourself. It's like if you believe it to be true, it will come true. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in what you're creating, then it will be believed in. I'm going to leave it there. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon. Sending so much love.